Yeah. You already know, man. It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video, whether religiously or in passing. You already know, man. If you haven't yet, please hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I go on live. You will be notified when I do have up and coming videos coming up. Everything, man. You know, I'm starting back the full quarter segment. It's the full quarter segment starting back the first game. If y'all not familiar with the full quarter segment, that's when I report on every quarter, and then I will give a live recap and then an actual recap. So I will report on the game every single quarter, giving y'all what's going on, what's my thoughts, opinions. Might be 2 to 3 minutes, might you know what I mean? Just a short period of the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. And then after that, I would give my raw opinion. Then I would do an official recap. So I'm bringing that back, the fourth quarter segment. You already know. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel down below. Um, I want to talk a little bit about, before I get into the camp notes and everything like that, I want to talk a little bit about the linebacker position, which I didn't talk about in my last video. The linebacker position is kind of crazy to me because we bring in two linebackers, which tells me that we don't know what we're doing with Nakobe Dean or Nicholas Monroe. You know, we bring in Miles Jack, a very, very good linebacker. You know, he's been in the league for some time now. He was with Jacksonville. I forgot what other teams he was with as far as last year and everything like that. Oh, he was with the Steelers also, and he was also with another team before that too. So we bringing in, you know, two guys, another guy, Cunningham, which played for the Tennessee Titans last year. That lets me know that we are unsure about the linebacker position. You know what I'm saying? It's a real question mark there, a real question mark. I don't know, you know, about Nakobe Dean. In all honesty, like I said, I haven't heard too much about Nakobe Dean during the whole training camp. Haven't heard too much about him for real, for real. I heard more about Christian Ellis than Nakobe Dean, and that kind of scared me because Christian Ellis is a rookie for real. You know, we all had high hopes for Nakobe Dean being drafted in the third round. You know, we thought he should have been a first round pick, being drafted to us in the third round. So we all had high hopes for Nakobe Dean. We saw his potential, but at the end of the day, man, whoever needs to get that position, whoever needs to start, just put them there. You know, I'm not just going based off of how you done in college and everything like that. You gotta put the best players in position. Period. You know what I mean? I'm hoping it's Nakobe Dean, but if not, that's why we, you know, acquired two more linebackers to see if they can actually fill in that spot for real. Um, from what I'm hearing on the safety position, Reed Blankenship is kind of, you know, he got a lock for real. You know what I mean? He really got that thing locked down. I don't really know too much about Terrell Edmonds as far as him having that other safety position locked down, but I've been hearing good things about him. Of course, I've been hearing good things about Quez Watkins. They actually got the tracker. If you go to the Voice of Philly or the Philly Voice or something like that, if you are on Twitter, they actually got the player tracker to see, you know, how are they doing during this training camp. You know, I haven't heard too much about us going, you know, having training camp with other teams right now. You know, it's just been Philly. You know, I'm waiting to see if we could do, you know, like Philly versus the Browns or something like that. I'm waiting to see that. So far on Jalen Hurts, these last couple of training camps, from what I've been hearing, it hasn't been good. You know, is you know, really been mediocre. It really been mediocre. And like I said, all of this stuff during training camp, I need y'all to understand is that, especially for those who want to criticize his practice and everything like that. You got to take all of this with a grain of salt for real, because training camp is supposed to get you to improve on the things that you're lacking in. So if you did have a long off season or whatever, and now you're going into training camp. Now you're working on things. You're getting the plays down. You know what I mean? You're getting your time passes or your time routes, or you're trying to get in a rhythm of certain things. So, you know, so when it comes to the real deal, everything is legit. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? This is for training campus to see, you know, to iron out the kinks, to see who is going to play what position for real, to see who are you going to put on the field during week 1, week 2, and week 3. That's what training camp is, you know. So I'm expecting a couple of these guys to actually have a down training camp because that's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to have somewhat of a good training camp / terrible training camp, so that way you can learn from your mistakes and you can see you can put the pieces together for real. Like you can put all the pieces together. So right now we got new pieces. You know, you got a DeAndre Swift. We actually got a good rotation as far as the running back room. So we are trying to see who is going to get that number one spot, that second, third, fourth. You know what I'm saying? So there's rotational pieces that we still got to figure out who is going to be in that spot, particularly for that position. You know what I mean? So let's get into back on the Kobe Dane, back on the linebacker position. Everything us bringing in 2 linebackers is letting me know that linebacker position is not certified right now. It's not certified, and we already knew that. We already knew that it wasn't certified, with the safety position. That's not certified at all. The only thing we could really say is certified on a defensive side is the defensive line. You know what I mean? Of course, we got a couple of veteran guys. Also, we got a couple of new guys too. You know what I mean? We got a couple of rookies. So we can really see that position being like, okay, they are there and we have good rotational pieces. So whoever start for real, we could always rotate them. You know what I mean? Because we got a healthy defensive line. We got a powerful defensive line. As far as the linebacker position and the safeties and everything like that, we are unsure. So let's get into a little bit of camp notes. I'm gonna read straight from Philly Voice. I'm gonna read straight from this. I'm gonna put a couple of notes up on the board so that way y'all can see. So listen, y'all, it's just gonna be random. So y'all can read a couple of these as I'm reading, or y'all can follow along whenever I'm going through a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it, man. This is the Voice of Philly. This is the source right here where I get all my camp notes at. Philly Voice, Jalen Hurts Watch, and everything like that. Also, like I said, if you're on Twitter, you can also go to the Philadelphia Eagles tracker. It lets you know how is certain players doing. If you want to know about Quez Watkins or just certain players, if you want to know how they doing and what's their what's their tracking and everything like that, you can also peep that as well. So let's get into a couple of things real quick. Let's get into a couple of things. Let's start here. Actually, I'm just going to place it up randomly. Y'all can read y'all can listen to me. Y'all can read as I'm going through it or whatever like that. So basically, they held training camp on Wednesday at the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium, the Lincoln Financial Field. The squad ran mostly 11-on-11 drills, and Jalen Hurts took 28 snaps. He threw 11 passes and completed only 6 in a heavy run rehearsal. Here's a look at each of the plays in our latest Jalen Hurts watch. Okay, so let's go to it. It said, an RPO keeper faked the handoff to Boston Scott and saw Hurts dart down the field all the way into the end zone. With this being practice, with no hitting, there's no telling how long this play would have gone for. The ref on the field gave Hurts 12 yards. So like I said, even if, he throw a ball down the field, touchdown or whatever like that, or if a running back just go in the end zone, like I said previously when we went to the open practice, there is no hitting at all. Like the defense cannot make no type of contact. So a lot of these plays you got to take with a grain of salt. That's my new word that I've been using for a month now, a grain of salt. So a lot of this stuff you got to take with a grain of salt because the defense cannot make contact with any offensive player. Only the offensive defensive line can clash, but other than that, any skill position cannot make contact with the other skill position at all. A quick completion went to Dallas Goedert over the middle. A shotgun handoff to Scott for a handful of yards. With running backs on either side of Hurts out of the gun, he handed it to Kenny Gainwell, who found the end zone. Once again, it is unclear how far the run would have actually gone in a real game. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, a play action throw would have been whistled dead as Brandon Graham was right there for the sack. Yes? Oh, it did? Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna deal with that when I finish this. Okay. Daddy duties, daddy duties. Okay, number 6, a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell. Let me switch it up. A handoff to Kenneth Gainwell. Once again, found play dirt. So basically, like I said, he probably gained a bunch of yards. Not really, can't really get into much for real. You know what I mean? Can't really tell if it would have been a touchdown or not because, like I said, the defense cannot make contact with the offense. You know what I'm saying? Number 7, an RPO keeper for Hurts saw him find the end zone again. We don't know if he would have got tackled. We don't know if he would have fumbled, whatever it is. The defense can't make contact. So a lot of these plays that's going into the end zone, you have to take with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. You got to take with a grain of salt. My boy Bentley, what's good, man? Go Birds. Go Birds, man. Go Birds. Number 8, a dump off throw to Kenny Gainwell. Gained a couple. Number 9, a completion on a short curl to A.J. Brown. Gained around 5 yards. Number 10, Hassan Reddick was in the backfield for a pretty clear sack. The punting unit came out and the three and out concluded. Right? Number 11, Hurts underthrew. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so bear with me. Olamide Zacchaeus, or whatever how you pronounce that wide receiver name. I'm just gonna call him OZ for now on. Hurts underthrew OZ on the sideline. It didn't appear that it didn't appear that the wide receiver was open, darting down the left side of the field. Devontae Smith did not practice, so OZ got his reps on the outside. Devontae Smith ain't practiced. A couple of days, Nakobe Dean ain't practiced. I know Nakobe Dean was suited up today for action, but today Devontae Smith did not practice. And it is a key thing to try to keep our players healthy. Try to keep our players fresh. And I heard that, they're doing a good job with that, so shout out to Philly for doing that also. Number 12, with trip receivers on Hurts' right side, he handed it off to DeAndre Swift for a minimum gain. Number 13, he threw a bad pass into coverage intended for Quez Watkins, leading to another punt. Another regrouping, and the first team offense putting together 11-play drives that started at midfield. Number 14, a completion to A.J. Brown went for 4 yards. Number 15, with a really impressive pass rush in the backfield, Hurts threw it incomplete. Number 16, a delayed handoff from the shotgun went to Kenneth Gainwell for a modest gain. Number 17, a play action incompletion was intended for a well-covered guide. This appeared to be a tight end screen. Number 18, a much better looking route and pass found in Watkins for a first down. Number 19, let me just go through, like I said, man, let me just go through a couple of these real quick. Like I said, everything that's on the screen is pretty much not matching what I'm reading, but these are just a couple of notes that y'all can just skim through real quick as I'm going through this. Number 19, a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell up the middle. Number 20, another handoff to Kenneth Gainwell up the middle. Number 21, an incomplete pass was tipped and hit to the ground. Number 22, Hurts called his own number on a shotgun draw. Number 23, a low snap was handed to DeAndre Swift for a few yards. Number 24, snapping the ball from the 5-yard line, Hurts lines up under the center and immediately rolls out. With no one open, he scrambles towards the end zone, but he is turned away by a defender. Jake Elliott ended the drive with a successful 33-yard field goal. The last drive of practice saw the first team set up deep in its own territory at the 2-yard line. Number 25, a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell, pick up 5 yards. Number 26, a false start, take away those 5 yards, and then Kenneth Gainwell again for 1 yard. Number 27, on third down, a bubble screen to Brown gets enough for a big first down. Following the play, Goddard and defensive end Derek Barnett got into a little feisty, and a potential fight was broken up. So I heard about that. It was a couple of, a couple of things going on. A couple of fights or whatever like that. Not even a couple, just this one in particular with Derek Barnett and I believe an offensive lineman and Dallas Goddard. Derek Barnett got that fire up under him. You know what I mean? He don't play no games at all. But he got to be smart. Hopefully, we had issues with Derek Barnett in the past with him causing us penalties, just doing dumb stuff. I hope he put all of that to the side and be a very good player like how he's supposed to. You know what I mean? Actually contribute to the team other than him contributing penalties to the team. Actually contributing to the team in a good way. Number 28. Here's the highlight play. Hurts dropped back into to his own end zone and uncrooked a deep bomb on the left side that was hauled in by Brown, covered unsuccessfully by Khalid Ringo. The catch went for 40 yards or so, and ended the practice at the length with rounds of applause from some fans permitted to watch. So that was basically all the camp notes from today. Like I said, if y'all want to go check out some more camp notes, go to phillyvoice.com, and they got all the camp notes up there. Y'all can actually, if you're on Twitter, y'all can actually check out the track as well. My thoughts on everything, it seemed like from Sunday all the way to now, it's just been a lot of sloppiness from what I've been hearing. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of sloppiness going on as I witnessed it also. There was a few good plays here and there, but there was a lot of sloppiness, especially with Jalen Hurts actually, getting sacked for a couple of plays or whatever like that. Let me tell you what Elliot Park said before I get up out of here. I take everything with him with a grain of salt too, because I don't really rock with him, but he is a credible source. He also is a beat writer or a good person for the Philadelphia Eagles. So a lot of that, it is what it is. He said Jalen Hurts training camp stats day 9. Like I said, I don't really put too much in the stats. 7 for 13, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. A few below average practices in a row for Hurts. The Eagles' first team offense haven't been great. Lots of running plays today. Hurts missed 2 throws I expected him to make. One easy one to stall in the flat. And it says his best throw of the day was a deep pass to A.J. Brown. A good reminder after a rough day that the duo is talented enough to quickly make up for mistakes. Overall, though, not a good showing on a day where it's a lot of situational / full field drills. And then he gave it a C grade. And he said Marcus Mariota had a good day. So that's all the camp notes for today, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe. Please make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all will be notified. And like I said, also, 4-quarter segment will be returning week 1. A 4-quarter segment will be returning week 1. You already know, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for the support, gang.